35-yard drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Bothwell. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football. And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Taylor wants to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, he makes the catch. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. At the end of quarter one, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. First play of the period, first down here. Just keep slinging it. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On third down, here's Bothwell. Defense coming out with a huge stop, perhaps to force a field goal that would make it a 2-possession game. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting out there.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Here's Simmons to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Quickly to the tight end. Snowed under by the defense.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on third. Complete to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hardy. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And finally, we see a little bit of that which we talked about coming into this football game. We highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
On the move, it's Roberts. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season.
Fakes to grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Simmons. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Running inside, it's Roberts. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Tried to find a seam for more, but a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball.
Goes high to pull it in. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Got his man downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Well, they go back to the option play now. This is the second time, Paul, this QB has scored running this scheme offensively.
Yeah, and as a defense, you got to understand when you're playing the option, it's responsibility football. I got to stop my assignment. I can't get caught in somebody else's business. You could tell this defense not really ready for this quarterback run game. They better figure it out or it's going to be a long game.
Throwing Simmons. Escapes the pressure going right. Hit as he throws. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. The run inside. It's Roberts. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Fires to the big fella. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Simmons to throw. Got his man. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Austin Simmons firing again. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Not a chance. Missed it. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They'll start on the ground with Bluff Bothwell. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Taylor wants to throw. Under fire. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt. I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Fires to the tight end. Strong, firm tackle.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's where I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. Austin Simmons wants to fire again. Fights off the defender. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Missouri wants to go fast.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. Simmons makes the grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Now here's Simmons. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football?
Touchdown, Tigers! Somehow, they fought all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third down, here's Bothwell. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a night.
Makes the grab in their space. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. There's a crease. Touchdown, Bulldog. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing Simmons. It's complete to the right. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Missouri gets to the line quickly. Back to throw, it's Simmons. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
That defender did not care that the running back was setting up behind him on a screen. He was just thinking one thing and one thing only. See ball, get ball. He did that.
From the gun on third down, Simmons. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. He wants to change this route. Simmons to throw for it on fourth. Flyers downfield. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. This offense has it with really good field position. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the goal.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Simmons to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roberts. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have put up some stats. So we open the final period with a third down play. Quarterback making checks. Simmons from the gun on third down. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Simmons. Working that left side now. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Missouri wants to go fast.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to...
Got a little grass. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Going for 6. Makes the catch. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Tigers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wants to adjust the pattern. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'll start on the ground with Pluff Bothwell. Follows a good block there, picks up 3, he's out to the 9. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He's got it on the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Motion from the back. Taylor wants to throw it. Lets it fly. Complete in the middle. Lots of running room. Glad to have you with us from Davis Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. Basically a month into the season, here in week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense will be first on the attack. Pluff Bothwell, he is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
And this running back, man, he's been so much fun to watch this season. Like, he's been doing what he wants, and this offense has stayed on schedule, stayed on script. Now, this is going to be a challenge. This is going to be really, really fun. I think we're going to figure out, Palmer, how special he is. Can he carry this offense against an elite challenge on the other side of the football?
Yeah, and he's going to have to make people miss. That's going to be a big key today because the lanes aren't going to be there the way he's used to seeing them. And this is a defense that takes a lot of pride in their ability to gang tackle as well. So this may require a little bit of extra effort. He may have to make people miss behind the line of scrimmage just to get positive.
Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Here's the pressure. Got him downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They'll give it to Fluff. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Snags it, and there's running room. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got him in the flat. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Running right, it's Bothwell. Touchdown, Bulldog! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Missouri Tigers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire.
Turning on the Jets. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running inside, it's Roberts. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Red pass hits complete. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Throwing Simmons. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation.
Makes the grab.
Well, this is an offensive coordinator that has a lot of confidence in his guys, and you can see that from the play column. They were backed up all the way down near their goal line at the start of this drive, but they've stayed aggressive the entire time, putting the truck in.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Tight end now in motion. They'll start on the ground with Bothwell. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Powers through the defender. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. They'll give it to Fluff. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Here's a give to Bothwell. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. 3rd and 9. We've played 1, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Taylor wants to throw. Quick completion on the out route. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Intercepted. The defense has set him up.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They'll go to the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Gets open down the middle. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too.
Finding some room. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. They'll run it with Bothwell. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Touchdown, Mississippi State! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Here's Simmons to throw. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Tigers right after the huge play through the air back to the line. To the air, it's Simmons. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. So now it's 2nd and long. Simmons. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the DB never even backpedaled. He never even thought that receiver was running deep, and that's why he was able to put his foot in the ground. He smothered that curl route, knocking it away.
Simmons to the air again. Right on the money. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking outside, it's Roberts. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Motion from the wide receiver. throwing Simmons. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Finds him out of the backfield, and he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
A lot of times on 3rd and long, you're not thinking blitz. You're thinking they're going to sit back in zone and play conservative. They blitz, kind of break tendency, get to the quarterback. He gets the screen off, but, man, great job by this defense. Not just flying upfield, not paying attention, and letting them catch that screen behind him. That's a big stop on 3rd and long.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down, Simmons. Going long. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. They'll move the tight end. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying play action. With the catch, it's West. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 2. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They'll send the back in motion. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Taylor wants to throw it. Complete to the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Caught over the middle. It's Roberts. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Mizzou will use its 3rd and final timeout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man down the middle. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Back to throw time running short in the half. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, scrambles, gets a 1st down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. This one's complete. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. What do they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Hey guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. They have found a lot of positive momentum here during this winning streak, but it is in jeopardy right now. He said this is the moment we have to come out and assert ourselves and be dominant to start the third quarter, gain some momentum here, and change the course of this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They're dealing with a second and long. The RPO fired complete to the left. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside, probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Burns. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Lee. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Finds the tight end. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying to run, it's Roberts. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And he can make things happen, too. It's so important now. You see this all the time in college football. Running back by committee. This team has a lot of talent. They are a loaded backfield, and it's good to see this backup now getting some run in this game.
Here's the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Going the other way, and he's got room. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. 10. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the...
Fires one high and deep. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Back to pass, it's Burns. Makes the catch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the grab. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Missouri comes to the line with another first down. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Sixth play of the drive coming up. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Glad to have you with us from Davis Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. EA Sports College Football just about a month into the season, and we are ready for this Week 4 clash. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tigers offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
He's got him. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback.
Here's a little room there. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Simmons to throw. Good timing on the quick out. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. 8th play of the drive coming up. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on third. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting a pass.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Again, it's Simmons. Fires left. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
You've got to be excited if you're a fan of this team. What you've seen on this opening drive, they look locked in, all 11 guys on the same page. This has been a beautiful opening drive. Really nice.
He caught it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Simmons unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And I know it's easy up here in the booth, right, guys? Like, make that catch, right? Get on the scoreboard. Haven't scored yet with this offense. You want him to make that play, but a nice job by the defense, man. Getting there on time, not letting him wrap that football up. That's a great job. Great.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You get 5 sacks in a game the way this defense did last week, and it's going to make your offensive coordinator second-guess himself a little bit with respect to protections. I'm not sure how confident this offense is early in the game because they've already given up a sack.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building, and the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
So Mississippi State's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. He wants to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Throws to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Under fire! And he never had a chance. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Throwing Simmons. Intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 43. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Mississippi State right back to the line. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets the first down. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about
maybe a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Buys a little time with his feet. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Taylor wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Right down the boulevard. And we're even here in the first.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Simmons to throw. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Now here's Simmons. Back open in the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Simmons. Stepping to the right. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Simmons. Here's the pressure. And they can't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Just a small return, but a big send the tight end in motion. They'll start on the ground with Bothwell.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
The play action fake. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Picked off. Takes it the other way. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. A pick 6. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. It's complete to the left. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
On 3rd down, here's Bothwell. He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on.
Going to throw it over the top of the deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's looking for more room.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice gain for this offense and make 2nd and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Gonna run it. It's Roberts. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
The option, he'll keep it. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep 3rd downs manageable for this offense.
They knock him down right there. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. Gets the back moving. Taylor wants to throw it. Right down the middle. Got his man. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Touchdown, Bulldogs! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Throwing Simmons. Unloads it left. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Fires to the middle. Working that left side. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Looking for a productive play on first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Another incompletion on third down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Taylor wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Hauls it in. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Quickly to the tight end. Past the 30. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quarterback running on the draw. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line, getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. This drive will open from the 15. Here's Simmons to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs, and now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Just a short pass to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Austin Simmons firing again. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Simmons. They're working that left side. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. Bringing it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They'll start on the ground with Pluck Bothwell. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. It'll be 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. And that one's incomplete.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Running inside, it's Roberts. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Makes the grab over the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
To the air, it's Burns. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired the last play, they'll go back to the air.